Okay, we're live. We're looking at deer. Looking at deer. It's not what this is about. We gotta we'll give it a minute or two to get some people. Just killing time. Check it out, Nate. I don't know. I was just looking at that hat and I figured you'd be up. What's up, buddy? Saw you on. Hey, Mr. Golden. What's up? Yeah, I caught him on my way home there. Hi, Monica. The table of knowledge is just full of wealth. ALL Firewood. Okay, so I got this idea the other day, and I didn't know how to do it, so I figured I'd do it in a live feed. I didn't really know how to do it. So, what I wanted to do was, I wanted to challenge some of my fellow YouTubers. So I put a couple videos up that have been doing very good. I was actually pretty surprised on how well they were doing. And it was I started thinking, I think it was in 14, the winter of 2014, right around January. I did the first video I've ever put on YouTube, and it was called Tree Work 2014. And I'll try to put a link in this somehow, like add a link to the description after this video is done. I don't really know how to do that just yet, but I went back and watched that video that just made me laugh. I used some crazy music. It was when I was climbing trees, and I believe it starts out, and I'm running ground, and I'd already climbed. And there's two trees. One fella's in a tree on the left-hand side of the screen, and the one I did is just a stem on the right-hand side of the screen. And we wait till we're done to drop the stems, because they're the bigger stuff. We clean everything else up first. I forget a song from like Avenged Sevenfold on there. I can't remember what the other song was. I just laughed. Oh man, did I laugh! I mean, I just look back at some. It's really funny to look back at one of your old videos, your first video. So my challenge is to the fellow YouTubers to post their, a little video explaining their first video, kind of like I did here, and put a link in the description, or just give the title of it so we can all look it up and watch it. I think it's pretty neat. So I challenge everybody. I challenge Logger Wade. I challenge Dirt Perfect, Steve Billow, MSL, Cotton Top, all you guys, every one of you. I challenge you to put that first video up. I think that would be a pretty neat little thing to do. All you guys. Stump Jumper. Man, there's just too many to mention. If I forgot one, I apologize. That Chipper guy, that'd be a good one. It's just funny to see where we all begin the YouTube journey. So, let's go over here. I want to answer some comments real quick. Greetings from New Bloomfield, PA. Hi, Mr. O'Brien. Randall Robinson. MSL, you never used to say boo in any of your videos. You would never say nothing. You were so quiet, it was funny. A high logger wants to put a video up but don't want to talk. I'll come over and we'll video you. You can be quiet, and so will I. We'll just put you up. It's kind of quiet tonight. It's a little late. Jason, what's up, buddy? John Warren, what brings you out this way, my friend? David Haley, you're going to have to watch the first part of this. You missed the best part, the challenge. I challenged you to something. You and all the other fellow, yours would be an interesting one to see. The challenge is to do a little video about your first video you ever posted, and then put a link or something, or just put the title on there of what your first video was. I think that would be pretty interesting. I want to see how many people we can get to do it, how many fellow YouTubers. I don't know if, Wade and them other big guys will have time or want to do that, but I thought it would be pretty neat if they did. Just kind of look back. Those guys have so much more stuff posted than me, and some of the other smaller guys. It's just funny to look back. Like, wow, I think I remember his first video. I remember a couple guys' first videos. I can't remember like if it was the first, but early ones. Bring an oversized 650 deer out there. Cool. Wonder how 650 is oversized. Is the blade too wide? Grab a pen, everyone, and look up Eric Wallace on Facebook, July 14 post. Maine lobstering. Need Middle America now. Write it down so you can look it up after the live stream. Will do, my friend. Yeah, David Haley only has 2 videos. Right. Yours came up, David. I wanted to watch yours today. It was this tree you cut down next to your I don't know if it was your buddy's cabin. Hi, Tim Freeman. Next to your buddy's cabin or something. It was this big spruce, and I remember you were like, I've been dreading cutting this for so long, and blah, 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 blah. And he said major tree cutting fail, and I remember watching it. Well, I said, well, you got it down. You didn't smash the cabin. I thought it was okay. I commented on it or something, I remember, and you were like, oh, the Great Nuts 319. Wow, I'm so lucky to have you comment on my video. And then like 3 weeks later, he buried me in subscribers. He went from like 50 to like 5,000 overnight. Oh, man, Chad, I'll tell you what, I was wearing a down coat today. Oh, so cold. I seen the high for tomorrow. It's supposed to be like 69 here. It's raining pretty good. And I can't wait. I can't wait. This humidity sucks so bad. I don't know how anybody can work. Like them guys down south. It's ugh. I don't know how you. I guess a lot of them guys work in air conditioned cabs. Not all of them, but a lot of them do. I don't have air conditioning, so the AC compressor went out on my chainsaw. So did I miss anything? But it's supposed to be rain tomorrow, tonight into tomorrow, and there's a front coming through, and it's supposed to be beautiful for like the next week and a half. So I got the pump in the loader all changed. I have video of some of it, but I didn't get much of it because it was so hot. I was so covered with oil and grease and things. It was just so hard to run a camera. The Hero 7 gave me a fit. The battery conked out or something on it. I still got the other this other Hero, so I'm messing with that one. I got some video of, we got the loader shoved up in there, just barely. One in Columbus. Wheeling's not far. And we got her pushed up in there. We had a huge storm right before. Not huge, but a very good rainstorm. Probably about a 1/4 inch of rain. So I had to blade the whole road back off, regrade the whole road we made. And we got her up in there just barely. And then it dried out nice. And, ooh, big poplar patch. MSL, you lucky bugger. You cut so much poplar. I miss poplar. Hi, MLH Repairs. What's up, buddy? So, today, the past 5 days have been, I wouldn't have killed you. Why would I have killed you? So what happened with the pump was, and you'll see in the video, we pulled the pump. I dropped that pump Thursday night at I started about 7:30 at night because it was so hot. Oh, dude, it's so hot. So pulled it out, took it to my buddy, down to his yard, and his brother has a little P&H crane, little Omega, and we hung the ball up there, and I bought a little chain fall from like Hobo Freight, and worked out really nice. Strapped it up, pulled all the lines, dropped it out, and started looking. The splines on the pump shaft were wore really bad. There was actually 2 that were like chipped. There was a chunk broke off. So we started looking up in the bell housing area, and it was real worn. So I don't have the pieces are in my truck out in the garage. There's one piece, it's like they call it a shaft, that is like a coupling, which is the female side, and then there's a male side on the other side, which is a shaft. It's splined too. Same splines as in the pump. There's 13 splines. I can't remember the diameter of the shaft. Worn to hell. So, the one piece just pulls right out, that coupling shaft thing. And then we started looking at the piece, the hub, and I call it the dinner plate that mounts to the actual, what you want to call it, the flywheel of the motor, okay? And which is crazy how thin that metal is. It mounts to the flywheel, and then there's that hub in the center, and I forget how many bolts there were around that hub. So I enlisted the help of a friend. I warned him of how bad it was going to suck because it was hot and crummy and everything. But anyways, we get there, we pull the cover off. First, hold on. I realized how bad it was, and I didn't want to have to deal with this because more money, lots more money, and but it is what it is. I'd rather fix it right than rather screw up that brand new pump shaft and all that other crap. So, man, I got a wicked flare off my ball ass. All right, that's better. So we did. I overnighted the parts, and from Golden Rule, the guy had them on the shelf, which was incredible. So Golden Rule in Myerstown, PA. If you guys ever need anything, call that guy first because he'll do you a good deal. He's pretty quick about getting the stuff out to you. It's like $100 to overnight the stuff. I don't even think it was that. It was great. I had it next day. So I called him Friday morning, got the parts ordered. I was a nervous Nelly until Saturday when they showed up at 11:30, and we went out there to fix this with my buddy and pulled that. I could not get that hub out of there. I got the cover off, but that hub. So I popped the dinner plate. And I just didn't have a gear puller with me is what we needed. Finally, his buddy. Hi, Grimmy. I just saw that. I'm sorry. I didn't know who that was at first. I apologize. Grimmy, how are you? So anyways, we found a gear puller, and I put the impact to it and beat that thing. Boy, it popped it right off. You know, it was nice. We got that one out. And I seized the nude one, slid right in there nice and neat. We torqued all those bolts, got that down, got the cover back on, got everything in, lifted the new pump up, put the new pump in. We fought to get that main suction line on there because it's a barbed connection where that elbow is. Got that on there. Replaced all the hydraulic filters and everything. Eli, what's up? Because I figured there was no sense in placing them before I did this in case that old pump was contaminated. Is it nice and cold up there yet, Eli? David Haley says he's working on his snowmobile. I guess winter's going to start next week up there. Videos by Al, what's up? So, got it all back together, and it leaked a little more oil out than I was expecting. I had rubber gloves zip tied and those bungs you put up in there, and we call them other things, not bungs, but those little yellow things, like pointy things you shove in there. So, I put 15 gallon in it yesterday, and I was all worried that I didn't quite have enough in it because the sight glass is all fogged up and you're really hard to see. How's things out your way, Grimmy? Taking care. It's hot here. Other than that, we're taking care. But so I waited till the day to fire it up, and I was a nervous wreck the whole time. Obviously, I just spent all this money on this new pump, and I'm like, oh man, I don't want to. What if this doesn't work? And blah blah blah. And I was hurrying up because I wanted to get it into this next job before the rain, so we can just let it rain and settle down, and we can do that. Still got to move the skidder yet, and so I bought another couple buckets today and poured them in. MLH, I'd have loved to it's just one of the things, like, I got it and I just started doing it. You know what I mean? I didn't want to. I always feel bad asking for help doing stuff like that because it's just an ignorant, miserable job that nobody wants to do. And it's like, it was a learning experience. I learned a lot of stuff doing that. But anyways, I appreciate that. Would have been cool. Anyways, got it all put back, and I fired that thing up. And right at first, it made a little chirp, just a little whoomp, because it's just drawing that oil in. I let it sit overnight with the oil to it, so the pump was full of oil. There was no dry cavitation, but whoomp, and I think it just pushed that air out. And it seems like it runs quieter now. I noticed it has the same power that it had before, but only needs half the RPMs to get it there. So you're running the motor at just about a half to 2/3 the same amount of throttle as you did before. And it just got, we had some logs and stuff piled there from something else we cut down. It just I don't know. It seems nice. I haven't had a chance to really hammer it. Sorry, I'm reading comments, so I'm interested on getting a big pile of logs and just going at it and see how it responds. David, are you really going live? If you're going live, man, I'm gonna jump on there and I'm gonna pick on you because you always pick on me. Grimmy, I think it's supposed to be a high of 70 here tomorrow. I can't wait. Take care, MSL. You have a good one, buddy. Oh, MLH. 8 miles. He's close. John is his name. I can't remember. He's kind of a funny character, but I'll tell you what, he runs a good business. He's got a lot of parts, a lot of reman parts. I'm in the market for some new armrests for my loader because the ones I have are all smashed up from whatever happened to that thing before I bought it. I think someone run a log up through that side window. That's the only thing that was wrong with it. David Golden, you take care, buddy. We'll see you. I missed some comments here. I'm sorry. Hi, Marshy. So if I missed something, please post it again if I don't get it. David Malloy, no big deal, buddy. Don't worry about it. I'm small potatoes compared to Wade. Oh. Yeah, that's what he's. You know what? I've heard that. He's done a lot of transmission stuff. He's big into that. Here's the next job. Where's the next job? Oh, I'm over in Calcutta again. Right up the road from the job I just did in the spring. Was that March we were over there? And right across the street from the one I did 2 winters ago at the airport. Yes, MLH, it is a 225. It is a 225. I think the armrests and stuff in it are about the same on all of them. David, no, it's not big timber. It is. This is a pretty crummy piece. There's not much here. This was something we scored when the guy that buys the timber bought this when we were working across the street, and it was just way too wet for us to get in there because we had to get access through the neighbor's property. So I'm up into their property about 500 yards, and there's another 500 yards to the timber where the property line is to the actual timber we're cutting. So it's painted, but it's flat ground for the most part, and the soil's pretty nice. Part of it's old strip mine, and the other part's just pretty rocky and like not sandstone-y. You know what I mean? It's not bad, but the timber's not real big. There's a couple big trees, a couple nice cherries. There's one big white oak right on the line. There's a couple big black oak in the back corner, but nothing we can't handle. Nothing like what we were, nothing like what I was doing. Very little. But yeah, we're doing it. We're doing it. Pulp's pretty dry right now. It's not doing real good. But yeah, I cut it. Long as, I mean, he pretty much always tells me, you know, unless I tell you otherwise, you just keep hacking on it. And there's only been a few times where he said leave the pulp in the woods. So softwood pulp, like pine and stuff, I can't do nothing with that right now because the other crew is running the allotted amount for that. So, oh man, wasn't it, Marshy? It was almost a shame, buddy. Like, I cut that down. I was talking to my brother, looking at it, and I said, you know, it was really cool I got to cut this tree, and I'm really happy for the opportunity. But at the same time, it's almost a shame, you know what I mean? It was almost a shame to bring that thing down. But it was coming down because of houses anyways. I'm just glad we were the ones to take it down. It didn't just get pushed off somewhere, ground up, chipped up, shoved in a pile. You know what I mean? It got utilized. That log will make something great for many people. It is the whiskey barrels. Yeah, if I got white oak, I run it, man. It's white oak's doing good right now. Very good. White oak and walnut. Poplar's still doing pretty good. David, I don't know how old that particular red oak was. I didn't count the rings on it. I didn't have quite the time. But we sent a ton of stuff out for veneer, like in a yard. Our veneer goes to a lay down yard. And then it gets like separated out by species and different types and things. And, you know, they do their thing and buyers come and bid on it. So I'm never there for that stuff. But they counted the rings in the white oak. And they say the average tree, I forget how many trees they sampled, but the average tree was 275 years old. It was pretty wild. So it meant there was trees older than that, and it meant there was trees younger than that. Old stripping mine named Black Diamond is close to you. I wonder where it's at. My buddy would know where that is. Or the guy that buys the timber, he loves coal mining stuff. F that, I'm right there with Wade. You just need to find the next step. What's the next? What are you talking about, Josh? Red oak is in the dirt, isn't it? Yes. I can't get any in my local mills. No one wants to sell it. It's so low. Absolutely. I know a lot of guys are sending all their red oaks going to make railroad ties right now. Yeah, I mean, merchandising is key on the red oak market right now. I mean, you're pulling a good clean, a prime, a number one, or a, you know, number one's 3 sides clean. If it's under that, don't even waste your time. Just chuck it right in a blocking pile. And I mean, it's a shame, but it's what it is. We need that foreign market to open back up, man, so we can start shipping that stuff back overseas. We as in North America just don't consume that much red oak because, you know, we produce it faster than we can use it. And that's why the price is so low. Al, we'll see you. You take care out there, buddy. Hopefully the cool weather gets to you too, my friend. Yes, it does. It makes great firewood. Yeah, cherry's no good either. The red oak and cherry is down. What seems to be holding okay, soft maple's kind of still, it's not bad. Hard maple's not bad. Poplar's doing the best I think I've ever seen it do. I mean, which isn't great or nothing by any means. If anyone sold poplar, they know what it is. Walnut's still really good, and white oak is just, they can't get enough of it right now. I know the stave mills are really just pumping. That's where a majority of that white oak off that last job went, was all to a stave mill. The stuff that was too big or a little too bumpy went to a quarter saw mill. And the stuff that would veneer went to a veneer mill. And Stave's taking it all the way down to 10 inches in diameter on the small end. They like 11 inches, but he said, I will go to 10. You know, if it's a good straight log, he said, don't feel bad about sending me a 10. They'll take any multiple of 3 plus trim, but he likes 25 footers. If you can send him whole 25 footers, he likes that. But like I said, multiples of 3. So I've sent them 6s, you know, plus 6 inches of trim or a foot of trim. If you got a stave mill around you, yeah, have Pappy come up, bring the truck up when he comes up to bring the grandbabies back. You can cut some of them whites and send them back with him. But yeah, they like any multiple of 3. I got a video on a stave log. What makes a stave log? You guys check it out if you have any questions on it. Just look back. It's back in like March or something. You lucky ducky, you. Well, congratulations. That is, Grimmy, that's good. I didn't shoot my first deer until I think I was 14 years old. No, I was 12 years old. I was 12 years old when I shot my first deer. I didn't get my first buck until I was like, I think I was 14 or 15 when I shot my first buck. As you can see, ever since then, it's been, my hunting has been just a downward spiral. Stacy Stout, howdy nuts. Prices just hopped up a notch down this way. Luckily, it just got in a nice white oak patch. But they won't veneer nothing over 12 foot. No, all our veneer has been cut. It's either 8 or 10s. So we're cutting it 9s and 11s. You know what I mean? I try to give them as much trim as I can. Nice. Is that skid steer job, my friend? Hey. Was that job posted on Facebook? Ohio Logger? I think I saw that. They wanted you to come cut them down. I missed some comments. No, I didn't. That a girl, Grimmy. Good for you. Yes, I am, Steve Mida. Did I say your name right? Mida. 372. I cut all that timber on that last job with the 372. I was going to cut that big tree with the 395, but I boogered it all up. I got it pinched in something, and I used a dozer to pull the log apart to get the pinch out of it. And I don't know what it did. It pulled the chain so tight it snapped the chain tensioner. So on the chain tensioner, there's this threaded rod screw, and it's like a plastic or a composite square washer in there that you thread this through, then the thread stops and it just goes to a plain straight shaft, and that's what allows that thing to spin in there. Well, what happened is it broke the threaded part. And I couldn't change tension the chain, so I had to wait for parts, and they didn't come until Friday morning. I got them Thursday night, Friday morning. So I put the saw back together Friday morning. But so the 395 was down. It was down. So This one's going slow. I figured we'd be at like an hour. I've just been yakking away at you guys. But yeah, make sure you share this video or whatever. Get attention to all the other fellow YouTubers. Skidder, Kev, all them guys. I want them to see if they'll share it. Hi, Scott. And see if we can get them to post their first video and give us a little chat about what it was all about. So it's just funny to see where we all began, like I said. So, but is there any other questions real quick? Anybody got anything in particular you want to? MLH, you take care, buddy. I'm about to do the same thing myself. I'm going to watch a little bit of TV and I'm going to crash out. So, but if anyone got any questions or suggestions on videos, I've got a couple more coming. I don't know if it'll be exciting as the great big tree, my biggest tree. That was a big one, my man. Ohio's your brother. No. No one can figure the truck out, Jason. I don't know what that's all. I don't know what I'm going to do about that. That's just an ugly book. I don't know. A grapple crane. That's wild. Hey, Larry Hayes, you take care, man. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. I really do. Have you tried the China-made copy? No, I have not. I have a friend that has one, and he cuts firewood with it. He said it runs fine. I seen some guys when those first started coming around. There was guys posting that they run fine. There was other guys saying you had to change certain two little parts. Thank you, Mr. Haley. It is, too. I didn't have a chance to really look after it this weekend. I kind of just posted it Saturday morning, and I went about my way. Those parts showed up, and my mind was in a different spot. 24-inch bar saw. Holy crap. Hauling lumber into the U.S. Mental Sid morning, 3 a.m. Where are you coming from, Mental Sid? Josh, you never got back to me about what you said about the weight and got to find my step or whatever it was. I forget the comment. Boy, you could do some. That cuts the climber out of the situation. Used to climb a lot of trees. I was lucky to be taught by a really good guy, the same age as me. And I still like to do it from time to time for fun, but I got to say I much more enjoy standing at the bottom and running away. Grapple truck work if you know any. I'll keep an eye out. Definitely will. Ohio logger, I gotta find me a little blocking job somewhere. One about 5-6 loads on it. Give that little shot in the arm, you know what I mean? Plus we gotta get Chris back down here hauling some logs for me. I miss his little buddy. So. Hey, you take care, Grimmy. Thanks for stopping by. Scottish Borders, early start for me today. Wow, we got a guy watching from Scottish Borders. Who's your business partner? Not really. He's not so much a partner. He's just somebody I sub off of. I sub off a couple guys. I work for a couple of guys. A high logger knows. I'll go over and help him out every once in a while. Just whatever. Just hand cutting. But he's been on a video or two, but he's kind of camera shy. Oh, he must be. Well, I better jump off here if Haley's going to go live, because I don't know if he's ever even gone live, but that would be cool. But all right, it's 33 minutes. I'm going to jump off. I'm going to go watch TV, and I got to go to bed. I'm just tired. I'm mentally exhausted. I've been so worked up the past couple of days over parts and pieces and working and all that stuff. Anybody does this, I mean, it doesn't have to be logging, but anybody that has this kind of stuff knows the same thing. So, Jason, if you're still on here, get a hold of me. I got Dana's shirt, that one you were looking at. And give Allie and Ava hell for me. Y'all take care, David. I'll be looking for that live feed. See you. Eli, real quick, are you going to Paul Bunyan this year, the Bunyan Show? I hope some of you guys. I think I met you at the first one. Pretty sure I did. All right, cool. Sounds good, man. All right, everybody. I'll talk to you later. You hang tough. Don't let your meat loaf.